People online are constantly throwing shade at Airlink, talking about how much it sucks, that their games are a stuttering mess when using Airlink, and that Virtual Desktop provides a vastly superior experience. My experience with Airlink has always been really good, but I still wanted to give Virtual Desktop a try and see why people love it so much. Now, having used both Airlink and Virtual Desktop, I think Airlink is better, and here's why. You can barely notice it in this game capture because of the difference in the frame rate between what you see in the headset in person and the rate the Quest 2 captures at, but I experience very noticeable stuttering when moving around in a game using Virtual Desktop. I threw the performance overlay up here so you can see the frame rate drop from time to time, and it's at those times that I'm experiencing that stuttering. Running through the same area of the game, trying to more or less repeat the same actions using Airlink, you can see I have a much more consistent frame rate according to the Oculus Debug Tool's performance overlay. And I can attest that my game experience with Airlink is nice and smooth. No stuttering. When playing Red Matter using Virtual Desktop, in addition to the stuttering, the text on the screen of the scanning tool gets all funky if I'm moving around at all. Again, it doesn't look too horrible in this capture, but in the headset, it does look worse. I have to hold completely still and hold the scanning tool completely still for the text to look normal. Again, when using Airlink, this does not happen. The text on the scanner screen remains completely normal. Now, I'm sure some Virtual Desktop fanboy is going to say,
"You need to disable this setting, or enable this other setting."
I've done all of that. I've messed with all the settings in Virtual Desktop, and no matter what I do, I get stuttering when playing games.
What about your router? Is it wireless AC or wireless AX? Is your PC connected with an Ethernet cable? Are you connected to your Wi-Fi's 5 GHz band? Is your Wi-Fi channel bandwidth set to 80 MHz?
Yeah, I'm using a wireless AX router. My PC is connected using an Ethernet cable. My Quest 2 is connected to the 5 GHz band, and my channel bandwidth is set to 80 MHz, as is recommended for both Airlink and Virtual Desktop. My PC has a Ryzen 9 5950X CPU, an RTX 3080 Ti GPU, and 64 gigabytes of DDR4 3200 MHz RAM. If you know what all of that is, then you know that this PC has no problem running these games at max settings. I don't know why my games stutter when using Virtual Desktop and run fine when using Airlink. Many other people online seem to be having the exact opposite experience I'm having, and you might even be one of them. By saying I think Airlink is better, I'm not discounting what other people have experienced. I've been into PCs and gaming long enough to know that there are weird things that happen, that not all people experience the same things, that equally spec pieces of hardware do not perform exactly the same. I'm quite certain all the people complaining about Airlink are having a horrible experience using it, and Virtual Desktop is solving their problems. This is simply not the case for me, though. If you're following all the recommended practices for Airlink and are still having issues, by all means, give Virtual Desktop a try. Your experience may be very different than mine, and it may fix the problems you're having. And even if Airlink is working just fine for you, you may still want to give Virtual Desktop a try because it has some really great features that, quite frankly, I really, really like. Virtual Desktop is super simple to use, which is always a good thing in my book. Launching both Oculus and Steam VR games is almost effortless. Changing settings can be done quickly and easily, all while in VR. The home environments included with Virtual Desktop are all really cool. I especially like this modern apartment one. In most VR home environments, it's very obvious that things in the background, like the view out the window, is nothing more than a flat image of scenery. This one took me by surprise, though. It actually has a feeling of depth to it. The moving traffic and the shimmer or twinkle of lights in the distance all help make this one feel incredibly immersive. And another one of my favorite features in Virtual Desktop is the Quest 2 menu is still accessible when you press the Oculus button on the right controller. This is something I've always wished Airlink was able to do. If I had been able to fix the stuttering problem, this video would have gone quite differently because I would totally be switching over to virtual desktop. Everything else about it I think is great. And speaking of things that are great, check out this video of one of the best VR games of 2022. It's a cross-buy title, so you can play it directly on your Quest 2, or play the extra crispy PCVR version using Airlink or virtual desktop.